Hello everybody, my name is Nathan Parry and welcome to NP Golf. Today we're going to be looking at the pitching wedge, a 52 degree gap wedge and a 58 degree lob wedge. Okay. So the idea basically is we're going to play in 4 different places. This is the first place here. 3 shots with each club. One there, one at the back of the green there, one as a long running shot, chipping run, and we're going to see which club is best for me. Lob wedge, 58 degrees, sand wedge, 52 degrees, or pitching wedge. They all have their advantages and their disadvantages, and I suppose I practice with all 3, so we'll be able to see there's no favouritism there. I suppose my favourite really is the 58 degrees. Normally that's the one I probably used in general situations. So let's see which one's probably the better one from this competition then. Okay, we'll start with the pitching wedge first. 3 shots, reasonable lies for all of them. Off we go. That first flag there. Here we go, first shot. Punch it onto the fringe there. 1, punch it onto the fringe. 2, punch it onto the fringe. 3. Okay, I have to say all 3 balls are good balls. They're TP5, TaylorMade TP5 or Titleist Pro V1. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these balls and we're going to have a go with the next club. Oh, they went pretty well, didn't they, man? White tees, please. There we go. One there. If it hits the ball or it hits the marker, that still counts. That's what it is. Okay, so now we're going to use the sand wedge, 52 degrees. Sand wedge, make sure you get the right club. 58, not that one. Sand wedge. Same thing, reasonable lie from here for all of them. Here we go. Open the place a bit, just underneath it. Just on top of the fringe. Target, I think. Just on top of the fringe. So you can put it in. This one's a bit lower down, so I might punch it in a bit more. Pretty good. Now I'll mark these with yellow and orange. Okay, last one. Now we've got the famous lob wedge. Already feel under pressure. See what happens now. So where we're now, same thing. Reasonable lie. Let's see what we can do now. Right, so it should be the same kind of shot as the sand wedge. It's just after the fringe, maybe a bit higher, a bit longer. Open up the club face again. So we get underneath it. 1. Ooh! Clunked it. 2. Here we go. Clean it off. Well, you should clean your wedges now. It's in. So, well, I mean, I'll swap them around so that they will take in turn, so it's not the last one. So you can see here, really, well, the lob wedge was very close apart from the dunk, which is always the problem. Maybe it's just more practice and you get it. It definitely gets closer with the lob wedge if you don't dunk it. The next one would be the sand wedge, and the pitching wedge is on the green, safe, all possibilities of pars really, but probably not as close. In fact, the furthest away of the sand wedge is still closer than the furthest away of the pitching wedge. So who's the winner? Well, I would say that the sand wedge is the winner on this one. Start again then. Okay, so now we have, the first one's going to be the lob wedge. It was last time, and we've got a little short chip. On this one, I know that unless I put it like here, it's going to roll down here and roll down the hill. So it's got to go short and quite high, otherwise it just doesn't make it. So the lob wedge in theory has the advantage here. Let's have a look. You see what happened? I mean, I could do something different. I was going to land on the grass or higher. Might actually work out better. It's a toughie, this one then. Let's see. There. Down slope. Stop. Get in. Yeah, I think that was the only way we were going to stop, wasn't it, eh? Let's mark them then. Now we're going to use the pitching wedge. 3 balls with a good lie. This would be almost impossible with this. I mean, the only shot I can do with pitching wedge is actually just knock it onto the grass here. This is probably the shot I should have done with the lob wedge. Get one stay on the top. That was a good shot. That was a good shot. Okay, let's mark those then. Still went down. It was a pretty good shot, but still went down just to there. Exactly. So if this, I can get underneath it, and I'm not going to miss it as much as I might do with the lob wedge. Chunk it. Go on, go. Get on the green. Okay, well this is going to be a tough one, isn't it, really? So, yellow. Well, white's got one in there, and yellow's got one there, so they're the 2 closest. The yellow's down there, and the other closest white one is here, and I think I prefer that one. So at the moment, yellow's winning. Then we have the balls. 1, 2, 3 there. Well, it's the only one that it's on the. If you count the green, I mean, I could put that still. I'd actually say there it's the sand wedge, because although it's off the green, no, I can still putt that, so I've got 2 with a reasonable putt making par. Although I did make that for birdie for the lob wedge, so I'm not sure. So it's either pitching wedge or lob wedge on that one, I think, really. Lob wedge because you made a birdie, pitching wedge, sorry, sand wedge because you got 2 close to make a par. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, 3rd hole, so this is like a pitch and run, or chip and run I should say, sorry. The hole at the back there, I'm going to start with pitching wedge first. 3 shots. So I just want to get it on the fringe, just past the fringe here and roll it in because it's all downhill and it goes from right to left. A bit too hot maybe. Learn from that. It was a good shot. Go higher as well, doesn't it? There we go. One more. That's a good shot. You learnt from the 3. Get in. Ooh. Almost. Okay, that one done. This time 58 degrees. So it should stop it. That's the advantage. I can get some spin on it and stop the ball. It won't roll as much. So I can control it in theory. In theory. Here we go. Aim right, aim left, I mean. Roll it in. And so I'm almost hitting towards the hole. That seems to me the advantage of the lob wedge. I can actually hit it and aim at the hole. I hit that not very well, but it's still gone okay. Okay. Shorter one. I've just moved this so I'm not feeling strange about it. There you go. Last shot, this we can get it in. That's the other thing I've learned. I think on all your shots you should try and get it in slowly and gently, but try and knock them in. Let's see if I can get this in. Nah, not high enough, but the roll there goes pretty straight considering. Okay, so now we have 52 degrees. See what happens. Okay, a bit closer. Here we go. 52. So 52 will roll a bit more, and it will knock down again, a bit like the pitch. Aim to the right, aim to the left, I mean. Just got behind that a little bit, but it's still okay. Open the club face, aim slightly to the left, roll it in. Last one, open the club face, not quite so hard, it still rolls in hard there. Oh, unless you've got lots of spin, which you have done, you've got quite a bit of spin on that, so that should be okay. Okay, let's see who's the winner. All pretty similar. In fact, right, so I would say 50, so I should have kept the colours the same, shouldn't I? That'd be easy to remember. I have to watch a video to remember. But basically I would say that the last one I've just hit, okay, that's the closest. But these two, well, those two are the same, aren't they now? Which is more, I mean, they're easier to put, so it's not 52 degrees, so it's either pitching wedge or lob wedge. I started off with the pitching wedge, so that's the white one, and the yellow one is closer, isn't it? So it was lob wedge on that one. Lob wedge wins. Which kind of makes sense, I suppose, because basically you want this going downhill quite fast. I can put some spin on to slow it down and stop it, whereas the other ones roll a bit more, so it's much more difficult to control the speed of the ball. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win.